Okay, so we are rolling over to the Z contract. So I've translated some of my levels to the new contract. So this previous balance target that we had from this session, from this bullish imbalance, is at 66.89. We still haven't retested this single print and this spike from Thursday. We did have some balancing and accepting higher prices on Friday, and now we're trading above the previous week's high. We're trading above the call wall. We're trading above the range, new all-time highs. So what there is to look at today is, do we continue squeezing higher into this 66.89, or do we fail this breakout and then come back into value, enter back into Friday's value, and then do a value area sweep, which in this case is not a very big range, so it could go pretty quickly. Value area high from Friday is at 66.52 and value area low is at 66.44, and the settlement from Friday is at 66.45. So any failed attempt to break out and holding back inside the previous week's range, I think we could see a quick test of this whole range and move back through the range. Then if we lose Friday's low, I'm looking for this single prints to be retested, maybe the second set of single prints. But this market is still very bullish. There's not very much volatility, and we have this volume node, this low volume node. We have the weekly pivot here at 66.17, which we could see a bounce here too, if in the case we we start trading inside the spike. If we don't see a bounce there, then I'm looking for the value retest of this session, which is Wednesday, September 10th, and then move back towards that high volume node at 65.96. You see how prominent it is in comparison to anything else in this area. So that's what I'm looking for if we don't get a bounce at any of these previous single prints or low volume areas. And then of course, if we keep going higher, then just go with a break until we see some selling in the tape. But for now, that's what we have. Still bullish. Now this week we have FOMC, we have rollover, we have VIX expiration. So we have a lot of things that could trigger a pullback and increase volatility. So let's see what we get. Usually rollover is kind of tricky because we cannot rely solely on the volume from this contract, because it's going to be split for the first couple of sessions this week. Right now we have about half in the U contract and half on the Z contract, so it makes it a little tricky to read if you're looking at volume profile. So just be careful. This is also a good week to take a break from trading. So keep that in mind. We could see price action being erratic, sweeps out of nowhere, etc. So just be careful of that. In Q, that target to the upside is 24,450. Similar to ES, we have a high volume node down here, which is the from Friday, and then the 5-day point of control is here at 270. The magnet, the bigger magnet, is at 2480 for NQ. So failure to hold, look for a retracement and pull back into this 2480. Gold still holding there, still holding right below the 3700s. Probably looking for the next leg up. And crude also holding at the 20-day point of control, the monthly VWAP, and this was after that we started this move up, tested the lows, couldn't make new lows, got back to the 20 point of control. So I think we're gonna attempt to break these highs, as I was saying the other day, retest this 65 area. So, but you know, as of now, we're just in the middle of it. So for me, that's I stay away usually when we're in the middle of this areas, looking for a move towards the edges and then fade back to the middle. Alright, keeping it short today, even though we have a lot of things coming up. I think today we could see a choppy session until you know, we either have a nice strong break to the upside or start losing this this consolidation area and start testing the below the single prints. All right, good luck.